trying to do. I'm sorry before we start. What we trying to do is like we have real conversations. So our podcast, the first one's with us. It's just like basic conversations that women have about men or men have about women. Just keeping it real, like real. Mm-hmm. Because you see a lot of people, they don't really keep it real. They keep it like, yeah, we doing this, but we really ain't doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I look at like people that I want to interview, people that I want to talk to, I want to have real conversations.
Yeah.
Not like phony conversations. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like real conversations, like dreams and aspirations and stuff like that. Not just like regular, like not just like weird shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not about that. I'm real. Like I just want to be real, man. That's why I don't even. And I tell people like, you see my name up there, like that's my name, because I'm not a character. I'm like I'm me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you know me from my school. So I'm Ari. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not this person. I'm not that person.
Look what they wrote.
You know what I'm saying? So
look what they wrote.
I'm here to see Miss Shavon's face.
Told you, there we started. We were YouTube live.
They ready.
All right,
I'm gonna give him a side.
Yes, a little.
So Chan, move over.
Right.
I'll stay.
Oh, we up here. We on the podcast right now. We on Ari Matilda presents Real Conversations. So I need y'all to tune in and y'all can call in. Look, check it out right here. Boom, look. This the logo. Right there. Hey, Miss Shavon, they looking for you. And here go the number to call in, y'all. Look, y'all want to call in support?
Hey.
This number right there. Call in.
Real Conversations, man.
Let's get it, y'all. All right.
I'm on iHeart too, yo. Shout out to that.
Oh, yeah, iHeart too. Give him a shout out.
Blessing.
Y'all on YouTube Live.
Blessing. That's Matilda. Y'all wanted to see her. Y'all see her now.
Hello, everybody.
All right, so yeah, it's not showing.
Hi, YouTube. Y'all not gonna see my face tonight.
All right, so we ready to record at this point.
Okay.
What's up, world?
What's going on? What it do?
What's up, world? How's everybody doing today? Today's a good day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Shit.
So far.
I gotta be Brownsville.
Yeah, Brownsville is here. A lot of times they don't get to see Brownsville. I've been around a lot of crews, and I've been only nigga from Brownsville, so I'm like, shit, ain't really much of us around.
I don't know, man. I'm from Houston. Yo, what's up?
What's up, neighbors?
Neighbors, man, neighbors. So what's up, man? I got my man C with me, baby.
What's going on, man?
How you feeling, though?
I mean, shit, a little exhausted, excited. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying right now? Cause it's up, down, down, up. You know how this shit go.
Oh, man. We here to talk about your web series, man.
Okay.
You got YouTube on Smash right now. How you feel about that?
I don't know. I'm still taking it all in because it's like a real time thing. We do it all the time, every day. So by the time they on this one, I'm really down there because I got to keep going. You know what I mean? But the love is real. The love is real. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that showed me that what we doing is really making an imprint on people by the love we get. So that's how I see it through the people. You
know what's funny, and I'm gonna let Matilda because she got a couple of questions to ask you. But what's funny is that when you said the love, like you don't really see that like that. You know what I'm saying? But now you see it more because people are inspired by other people. People are inspired by the story. You know what I'm saying? So when you got your web series, you got people inspired. You got people like, damn, like that's something that I can think about. And when you said you stay on a level. Your level is like you're not. If you're doing one now, you on the next one.
Yeah.
And that's focus. And that's what a lot of people they're not focused like that. And the reason I asked you to be on and you hit me up real quick, like, and I'm like, that's a blessing. I appreciate it though, like, cause a lot of people really didn't hit back like that. You know what I'm saying? So when you hit me back, I was like, damn, that's really good. And that's love. That's love, B. And I feel like when you did that, it showed that that you want to see growth.
Yeah.
And in this small little podcast that we doing here, that just started like a month ago or something like that. So that's love. You know what I'm saying? Matilda, I know you got some questions. She looking in the back.
Matilda.
How you doing
How you doing?
So tell us a little bit about your web series. What is it about? What is it based on? I read that it was based on a true story. Is it about your life?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much the web series is all the things that happened to me in my life growing up before stories of people I encountered, stories of friends, stories of women I've dealt with. And I put it all together because we was a group of kids who grew up with our family, who grew up with our mother's fathers. So we only had each other to help figure out this life. You know what I mean? And we didn't have love. So we ended up getting love from the streets by boosting, getting a fly shit on the street. People in turn started liking us. And that love turned to love we didn't get at home. So we thrived off that love. And we ended up doing whatever we had to do to keep that love coming. But people look at you crazy like, why? Because this is love. But it's, like I say, it's no different than a soldier going to Iraq to fight and die for his country because he died for what he loved.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's a different class of it. You know what I'm saying? So this show is to show people that, because I grew up rough. And I know there's a lot of kids going through the same thing who ain't strong enough, who don't understand this shit. Because the generational curse we all going through, which ain't our fault. It's been passed down for us in the neighborhood and cycle and to keep going. But we don't know to recognize it. How can you fix it? You know what I'm saying? So part of our thing was to try to help fix it and bring our community together and build a platform for us with our careers.
So how did it come about? Did you just wake up one day and say, I'm going to create a web series? Like, how did that idea?
Well, pretty much, the web series thing was going on, the Money and Violence thing came out, stuff came out, and I'm an artist, so I always made music, so I always envisioned of telling my story one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I 50 Cent, he blew up, he did this movie, so I'm thinking one day when I get where I'm going to make a movie, but I never thought it'd be me making my own movie of me. So we was watching them shits, we like, yo, I want to tell my story because my story, I know my story is dope and it's different from all these stories, totally different, you know what I'm saying? But I was scared. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. I didn't know nothing about writing a script or filming and acting, so I was nervous. But I wrote some shit. Now I went to my partners, and he's like, you gonna do it? I'm like, I don't know, because no matter how many cast members you got, if the shit flop, it's on your name. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So we went over it, and then they was like, we should do it. Then I had a family issue with my mom's going through some crazy shit, and it was like, how am I gonna help this? I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Put this in the show and see what we can do.
So you mentioned other web series. How do you compare yours to other ones, and how is it different?
Well, pretty much I was different because we come from Brownsville. Brownsville has our own subculture from Tilden. We was boosters, you know what I'm saying? So we interacted outside of the neighborhood. When you grow up in the hood, you only go to the 4 or 5 blocks around you.
Exactly.
We was boosters, so we was in the city, A&S Plaza, we was in Jersey, we was in Paramus, we was in Queens, we was in Staten Island Mall at 14, 15, 16. So we seen different things. We went Banana Republic, Abercrombie and Fitch, you know what I mean? Stuff that niggas in the hood wasn't doing. Everybody in the hood, straight drug dealers and all that.
Yeah. So
So we was doing schemes. We was like 15, getting $1,000 checks in the mail from different corporations. So that's how I knew my story different because I watched all of them. Everybody, drug dealer life.
that's what it's about. It's about survival.
And the key thing that we had before everybody else had it was we had backstories. I watched every show. Nobody had backstories and characters. It's just you see him, he do what he do. You don't know why he do it. My show is showing you why we do what we do. And we don't preach messages. We are the ones, people trying to give us the message. You know what I'm saying? Most shows you see them dropping the Jews.
Yeah.
People trying to get in our head, but we so caught up this way that we don't see it.
But y'all see it. And what's funny is that, like, I grew up in East New York too, so like the way I grew up was totally different because it was more about like, taking care of what you gotta do, go to school, boom, 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 fucked up in school, then you going back to the street. So when I was looking at your series, I'm like, yo man, like dudes is really doing this. Like this is real life. Like this is a real life story. And I was telling Matilda on our way here, I was like, this is a real story that needs to be broadcast. You understand what I'm saying? So when I look at a lot of people who doing web series and stuff like that, like, they're not dropping the knowledge, like you said, the backstory. Like you don't really get the backstory on a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like watching the Cosby Show. Like they telling you, they giving you the right, but they're not explaining why was the wrong.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They're not explaining that.
Right.
So with you and your series and everybody that's included, I think they got a story. Like it's a story. And it's a story that needs to be told, and I appreciate you telling the story. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at everything how I grew up, and I think Matilda talked about how she grew up and her upbringing, it's different from your story. You know what I'm saying? But everybody has a story. You know what I'm saying? So when I looked at Money and Violence, I didn't really like understood, but I understood everything, but it didn't have I didn't hear that. I didn't see the message. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you got a message.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because most people see, when you see these stories, it's all about, we out here getting to the bag to survive. Getting to the bag to survive. Cool, granted, we don't do that, but we out here doing this for love. That's our way of surviving because we don't have it. This is how we get our love. So this will make ours different. You know what I'm saying? Because it says this depicting the lives of group grown until then. You know what I mean? Tragic crime by living in Brownsville. You know what I'm saying? So we out here doing this. And then we still got to go home to the Ville and deal with mom's on drugs, uncle falling asleep in the living room.
Real life stories.
Yeah, like, shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit
Real
is
life
crazy.
stories.
You know what I'm saying?
Real life stories. And that's why I wanted to have you on, because it's like dudes is going through real stories, like real life issues and stuff like that. So after this, it's still something else that needs to be said. You understand? So that's how I look at life. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna until you got more questions. Got a lot of questions. She's got a question. It's like a question there.
What is your next step? Do you want to stream on Tidal? What do you want to be on TV? What's your next step?
Well, pretty much, I'll tell everybody, we building. Right now, it's just a foundation, right? We came in as Mama Shorty Productions, which is a production company, you know what I'm saying? It's a web series, is one of our projects. On Christmas, we put out Let's Go Christmas, which is a spin-off movie, which is all comedy, you know what I mean? Straight comedy all the way through for an hour and a half, and even the characters switch around, change around. Like even with her character in the show, web series, she has no man. In the movie, the guy that do Muhammad, he plays a boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? So we switched it around to show you it's different from this.
Right.
So in the future, after this,